What's up guys, my name is Brian, I am I Play for Charity. Welcome on Nintendo. In this video we're going to be checking out a build for the frame Mirage, which is quickly becoming one of my new favorites for a fun mission or just a chill defense. It's based off of her fourth ability, which is called Prism, wherein which Mirage emits a prism orb in whatever direction your cursor is pointed, shooting out multiple lasers simultaneously and doing damage over time in the form of radiation to whichever enemies those lasers touch. And then when your duration runs out, it explodes, doing a blind proc to all enemies within range and within line of sight. So let's take a look at the nuts and bolts of this ability and get a further explanation of what it does. So with this build, you're going to get 20 lasers shooting out simultaneously, which is the maximum amount of lasers that you can get. You want to have as many lasers as possible because they're shooting out in all directions. So the more lasers you have, the more chances are that you're actually hitting an enemy. The radius below that speaks to the radius of the blind proc upon detonation. The duration below that is for the duration of the actual orb itself, so how long it's going to stay out and about in the environment, bouncing around off of things and doing damage. The blind duration is for the amount of time that an enemy will be blinded after seeing the detonation of the prism. The damage below this indicates the damage that it's going to be doing over time when a laser is touching an enemy. This is going to be doing 412.5 damage 4 times every second. The range is the range of the lasers as they're shooting out of the prism. And this is going to be the energy drain per second for your energy pool. And so let's take a look at the mods that we use to achieve this build. In the aura slot, we're going to be using corrosive projection to strip away some armor off of enemies so that our lasers are doing even more damage. The reason we're not using energy siphon, because the prism does use energy, but the reason we're not using energy siphon is because while the prism is out and about, it's a channeling ability, and so energy siphon will not regain energy while your prism is out in the air. And so if you want to be spamming 4 and having prisms up all the time, energy siphon is going to do you no good. So the X-list slot is a preference thing. You can use either power drift or cunning drift. Power drift is going to give you additional damage at the sacrifice of range, where cunning drift is going to do the exact opposite. I've used both builds and I feel that the additional damage of power drift far outweighs the loss of 4 meters on each laser that shoot out. So the rest of the mods they're going to be using are going to be based off of duration and energy, efficiency, that sort of thing. You definitely want stretch to make your lasers shoot out as far as possible so they can hit enemies that are coming at you. And for me, natural talent is a must-have on this build because the casting time for Prism is quite long, and so you're going to want to decrease that by half by having a full natural talent on here. So, and since this build is based so heavily on duration with 229%, it actually benefits almost every one of Mirage's other abilities, especially Hall of Mirrors, which is her one. It's the duration makes it so that Hall of Mirrors is up for almost a full minute, which is going to be helpful after you shoot out your prism. If you want to pull up your one, you're going to be doing additional damage with your replicants out at your side. So let's see this build in action. So your prism is going to be very useful and very good indoors, where it can bounce off of walls and continue to do damage inside corridors and stairwells, that sort of thing. It's not going to be as beneficial outside because once it gets into the open air, it's kind of disappear into the open space, and it won't be doing damage to any enemies because it won't be able to reach them. So this is really beneficial for inside for the most part, because it's going to bounce around. It's going to continue to do damage to any enemies that come or spawn near it, and it's going to help you out as far as that's concerned. So it does not go away if you step into a nullifier bubble. If your frame steps into a nullifier bubble, your prism will continue to stay up. However, it does detonate and do the blind proc if you fall off a ledge that makes you respawn. So that's basically it, guys. The Prism build in a nutshell. Now, it's definitely not the definitive build per se. It's just the one that I've been using and the one that I've kind of tweaked and perfected. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys use something a little bit different, or if you prefer a different build entirely for Mirage. I would enjoy reading those. If you like the video, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. More Warframe content coming soon. Also, if you enjoy live Warframe content, I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So you could go follow me over there. It's twitch.tv/IPlayForCharity, where every stream is a charity stream. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.